What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a life after Stephen Curry Golden State Warriors rebuild today. In my new look Warriors rebuild, I kind of talked about how the Warriors were set up pretty good for the future eventually if they want to hand the roster over to Kuminga, Moses Moody, Wiseman, if they wanted to go with that route. So you guys were kind of telling me in the comment section that I should do that rebuild to where we kind of hand the reins over to the young guys and get rid of Klay, Steph, and Draymond. So I thought that could be a lot of fun today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Of course, hit that subscribe button as well. 63% of you watching this video aren't even subscribed. Not sure why. Go ahead and hit that sub button. It's completely free. It's right there, man. Just hit it real quick. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump into this life after Stephen Curry Golden State Warriors rebuild. So we are still in like the current year right now. I decided not, I think it would make more sense to simulate 5 years into the future because that's eventually when maybe a Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson trade could make some sense. But if you guys play 2K, you guys know the further you go into my NBA, my league, or whatever you play, the crazier it gets in 2K. Everyone's like an 89 overall. Everyone's just overpowered, and it's just not that fun. That's why I try not to simulate too far into rebuild files, just because, like I said, man, the player progression on this game is completely broken. Everyone is just so overpowered after a while. Like, I think guys like, I don't even know. For example, like Tyrese Maxey would be like at 90 overall, like 5 years in the future, something crazy like that. And that's just how everybody is, and it's just not as fun anymore. So I kind of wanted to just trade Stephen Curry, Klay, Draymond, Wiggins after this season. I know that a Stephen Curry, Klay trade would not happen anytime soon. We're literally just doing that for the entertainment purpose value of this video. So this first season, we're not actually going to do anything. I kind of want to sit back and watch and see what happens. But no matter what, we are going to be going ahead and trading Stephen Curry, Klay, Draymond Green, Wiggins. We're going to make that happen. So this should be interesting. But for this first season, we're going to sit back, watch, relax, see what happens. Even if this team wins a damn championship, we're trading them after this season. So this team went 41-41 and barely squeaked into the playoffs. So player stats, Stephen Curry with 30 points, Klay Thompson with 20. Wiggins, and none of this really matters. We're going to go ahead and simulate these playoffs real quick. And like I said, even if this team wins we lost the first round, but like I said, even if this team won a championship, now I was going to trade them anyway, just because that's the title of the video today. So we actually lost in 7. We were up 3-1 at one point. So that just, makes you sit there and be like, you know what? It's time to blow this roster up. It's time to roll with the young guys. Said no one ever. Said no, the GM wouldn't say that. I don't think, you know what I mean. This is just for entertainment. So let's go in the draft lottery. And unfortunately, we're not going to have a high draft pick or anything. But we do have pick number 16. And it says we have pick number 24, but that's not true, obviously, as we all know. The 24th pick actually belongs to Minnesota because that, pick already conveyed. It became Jonathan Kuminga. So we'll go ahead and just give this back to Minnesota right now. All right, boom. So we've got that done. So now it is time to inevitably trade Stephen Curry, Klay, Wiggins, Draymond. Now, I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know what to get. Basically, my goal here is to just garner future assets. I kind of want to make it to where Kuminga, Kuminga is like my best player still, or these guys are like still my like number one options. I don't want to go trade Stephen Curry and get like a, I don't know, like a Bradley Beal or something stupid like that. I want to go ahead and like make this roster young, garner future assets, and make sure these guys are like the number one scoring options, or if you know what I mean. So let's just go ahead and get started with the easiest trade. I think would be the Draymond Green one. So I mean, like I said, I'm literally just looking for future assets. So if we look at this, we got Udoka Azubuike and Rudy Gobert. Again, this is not a trade I would do because I don't want to get anybody crazy. I want to kind of start fresh here in Golden State. So making that happen in the trade finder is going to be hard. But Phoenix offers me Jalen Smith in a 2022 first, and I actually love that trade to start things off. So we're going to go ahead and do that trade. So we get the 2022 pick and Jalen Smith, and Draymond Green goes to Phoenix. All right, next we'll have Andrew Wiggins. So what are we going to trade Andrew Wiggins for? We got DeMar DeRozan and Jalen Green, or Javonte Green, and we have to trade a 2022 first. I would rather not. We get Ricky Rubio and Larry Nance. We could just essentially dump Wiggins off to Cleveland and get rid of him and just get Larry Nance and Rubio in return. I guess not the worst case in the world. At the end of the day, Rubio with an expiring contract, and Larry Nance is a very tradable contract. So we got Luke Kennard, Bledsoe. We offer number 16 up, which I don't want to do. We have a second round pick. We can get DeAnthony Melton and Juancho. So that's a 24-year-old shooting guard and a 26-year-old, and all we trade is a second. I kind of like that trade a lot, actually. What else we got? Aaron Gordon, Jeremy Grant, Fred VanVleet, Jakob Poeltl, and Doug McDermott. We're trading our first in that situation. So yeah, I kind of liked that that trade for sure. I'm going to go ahead and make this trade with Memphis. They're going to get Andrew Wiggins, and we're going to get DeAnthony Melton and Juancho. And just like that, that's another reset. Although we didn't get a first-round pick, we did get a young 24-year-old shooting guard who could be interesting as a backup. So we'll have that. Next would be Klay and Stephen Curry. This one's going to be a tough one. I already know. So Klay Thompson, what are we going to get for him? I don't know. So again, I'm not trading my pick number 16. We get DeMar DeRozan and Javonte Green. Doesn't help me at all. Jarrett Allen and Ricky Rubio. We already have a center. Al Horford and Chris Dunn from Boston. Okay, I like this, but of course, I'm going to want more assets out of this. So I might come back to that trade and try to finesse Boston for something else. We have Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks, Gallinari, Clint Capella, Rozier, Wesley Wundu, Thompson and Buddy Hield from Sacramento. Okay. Russell Westbrook from the Lakers. Isaac from the Magic. So we traded 2025 first and get Jonathan Isaac. What else we got? Devontae Graham, Jeremy Grant. Okay. So far, yeah, like I said, I think I am going to try and make this trade happen with Boston because at the end of the day, Al Horford's going to be somebody that's not going to play a whole lot of minutes for us, and Chris Dunn will just be whatever at the same time. So, Klay, of course, I'm not going to make this trade happen straight up. If I could try, I'm going to try to squeeze Aaron Naismith out of them. So, would they do this? Klay Thompson, we have to trade 2 first, which I don't want to do. Okay, well, could I give them something maybe? We got Wancho out of the trade, but that's going to be too much money for them. Okay. D'Anthony Melton's making more money. Damian Lee is here. I don't know how much that entices them. Yeah, they don't like that trade. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a couple seconds, but I'm not. I mean, this is like, yeah, okay. So let me not. I guess let me instead try to get like maybe their 2023 pick and their 2025. Just get a couple first from them. They are wanting a 2021 first, which is my 16th pick in the draft, which I don't want to do. So let's not do that. I'll give you Jordan Poole instead. Not Jordan Poole. I mean, Damian Lee instead. And they don't agree. So as soon as I offer Damian Lee up, they're like, nope, sorry, we love our roster. We don't want to do that. Okay, so, I mean, Damian Lee is just a deal breaker, I guess. So, again, they're going to want, all right. My 2021 first is not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's just something I cannot do. So, they still want my 2024. Come on, boss. You're being complicated here. I'm just trying to make something happen here. So, I want to walk away with 2 first-round picks, ideally, out of this. So, they want my 16th pick in the draft, which is something I just don't want to do. Okay, instead, what if I give you a future first? I don't want to trade my 16th pick because I think I need it. So, how about that? No, they want to get complicated and throw even more in this and give me this guy. Why on earth would I want him? Oh, my... You know what, Boston? I'm done with you. We're going to move on to someone else instead because you guys are being overly complicated. So, the Thunder want to give me Derek Favors and Kenrich Williams. All right, Oklahoma City, you can have Klay, but give me your number 2 pick. Just kidding. We're not doing that either. All right. I'm going to have to get creative here because I can't find anything for Klay right now. Making this trade with the Sacramento Kings. I mean, making a trade in 2K trying to get future first is just so damn complicated. We're trading a 2022 lottery protected Phoenix pick. 3 seconds, and we get Maurice Harkless out of this, I guess. So we basically get 2 guys that aren't going to be on the roster long term, but I guess at least we walk away with 2 first-round picks. Ideally, I would like to walk away with even more. If I could find a way to maybe... Do I have anyone else that's like... Maybe I could... I guess I could throw Wancho in here. They were my 2020... Okay. This is just getting overly complicated now. Okay. So instead of Wancho, let me just go back to the original trade. Give you Damian Lee. So go ahead and make your counteroffer. Okay. So that's where it was at that point. So we get 2 first, I guess. All right, whatever. So we make that trade. Definitely would have loved to have gotten more, but at the end of the day, we got rid of Klay and we got future first-round picks. Okay. So now, Stephen Curry. What do we get for Steph? We can get Ben Simmons, which I don't want... I feel like I've gotten Ben Simmons way too damn much. All right, so what else we got? Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball. I mean, Lonzo Ball actually sounds kind of fun. We get Lonzo Ball from Chicago to be our new point guard. And then Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. Mitchell would be cool, but again, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I kind of want to make sure to where Kuminga and all those guys are still my number 1 option. So Devin Booker, again, that wouldn't accomplish that. You get Shea, but I'm not trading Kuminga, and then Karl Towns. Okay, so I am actually going to try to make this trade with Chicago, but I'm actually going to try to do it without Stephen Curry in this trade, or without Zach LaVine in the trade. So Chicago, instead, is going to do something. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of money, though. They would have to throw Zach LaVine in this deal, eventually. I don't think they'd want to trade DeMar DeRozan. They don't really have anybody... that they could throw. I mean, unless you want to throw Patrick Williams at me as well, which I definitely would take Patrick Williams off your hands, and then Alex Caruso. No, they're not going to do that. All right, so we got $8 million off. There's nobody really that they could throw my way. Vontae Green. You know what? We've actually come back to this because getting Alonzo Ball as a replacement for Stephen Curry, obviously, I could maybe make a different trade But none of these trades were, I mean, Brandon Ingram's cool. But again, like I said, I want to make sure where I don't want to get anybody that's going to be like a number one scoring option. I mean, Zach LaVine Alonzo obviously is a great trade, but I don't really want to get Zach LaVine. And I don't want to trade 2022 first either. So we might wait. We might wait till after free agency to trade Stephen Curry, I guess. So we got a trainer. Let's go to the draft now. So at number, what is it? Pick number, well, we have the 16th pick, I think it was. All right, so we have number 16. Let's jump into this draft and see what we can snag at number 16. So number 16, we have Patrick Baldwin Jr. dropping to us. We have Damian Collins on the board, Jeremy Roach, Nikola Jovic. Patrick Baldwin Jr. sounds good to me. Go ahead and take him here. At number 16, we were able to grab a 70 overall, so that's a W. Sign him up. Player option, Jordan Poole. Juan Toscano, sign them guys. Qualifying offers, none. And then for free agency, we don't have money, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to make some crazy trade this offseason. So I would like to trade Buddy Hield, of course, and Tristan Thompson's fine. But Buddy Hield is a guy I would definitely love to get rid of. So, I mean, I could throw him in a Stephen Curry trade, but at the same time, Stephen Curry's salary is already big as it is. So if I could just trade Buddy Hield and get, like, some first-round picks, Clint Capella, Duncan Robinson. I don't want to get anybody. Okay, Gary Harris is an expiring contract. So I'd give Orlando Buddy Hield. Drew Eubanks in the 2022 first. We'll do that instead. So we'll have Buddy Hield gone. So now we got some more first. And again, I actually am going to wait till after free agency to go ahead and trade Stephen Curry because I think that would give our players a little bit more time to potentially, you know, sign somewhere. And then maybe making a trade would be a little bit easier. So now that free agency is over, let me see if I can find an ideal Stephen Curry trade that I like the most for this roster. Cleveland Cavaliers agreed to my trade offer for Stephen Curry. Again, guys, getting something that... This is a terrible trade. This is a very bad trade, but getting something in return for Stephen Curry is... you know, I could have gotten Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, Alonzo Ball, but I kind of wanted, like I said, to stick to the Rappaport where I had Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, James Wiseman, all as my best players. And Sexton, I guess, is kind of an exception to that because now he's our new point guard. So we're going to move him to the point guard spot, and we'll have Colin Sexton, Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, D'Anthony Melton, Kuminga, Jabari Smith, Kevin Love, obviously, is kind of buried, and then Tristan Thompson. So Kevin Love, Juan Toscano. There's a lot of guys here that won't be getting any minutes. But, I mean, this is a very different looking Warriors roster, for sure. Very different. I tried to get 2 firsts out of Cleveland, but they just wouldn't make the trade happen. So, yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. But now we have a brand new looking Golden State Warriors roster. So how is this going to look simulating in 2K? I mean, I expect it to look bad, right? I mean, getting rid of all those guys, things are going to look a little different. So on top potential wise, I'm going to throw this at Colin Sexton. I'm going to throw this other one at, of course, Jonathan Kuminga. And I'm going to throw the last one at James Wiseman because those are guys that we're definitely looking to step up this season. Power ranking doesn't actually land us too bad. We're landing at power ranking number 18. We have Colin Sexton, Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Patrick Baldwin, James Wiseman, Moses Moody, D'Anthony Melton, Tristan Thompson, and Kevin Love. So honestly, kind of just want to bury Kevin Love in the rotation. I'm not too worried about him. And then other than that, yeah. So we're going to roll with this. This is definitely different looking. Like I said, it's life after Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond. I know I made a lot of dumb trades today, but just remember, it's just for entertainment value, and none of those trades would actually go down in real life. If you're trading Stephen Curry, you're probably going to get 8 firsts or something crazy like that. But just remember, this is 2K, and getting something like that happen is impossible unless if I was going to trade override it, which I wasn't going to do. So let's go ahead and see how first season goes without having Stephen Curry and Klay and Draymond. Ironically enough, even after we just traded Steph, Klay, Draymond, Wiggins, we actually made the playoffs, even had a better record than when we first simulated. So Stephen Curry makes an All-NBA first team for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's your All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, All-Defense first team, and All-Defense second team. So we went 44-38, and we are in the postseason as a 6th seed. So looking at the player stats, we had 25 from Colin Sexton. So yeah, he is kind of our best player. Wiseman with 14, Jordan Poole with 13, Kuminga with 13. The cum bucket, Moses Moody 11, D'Anthony Melton with 10, Jabari Smith or Jalen Smith with 7, Tristan Thompson with 6, and Juan Toscano with 0.6. All right, so I don't expect anything crazy to happen in these playoffs, but hey, who knows? Maybe we should surprise some people. Maybe we win this first round series, similar to current round against Minnesota, and we are going to beat them in 6. So just like that, we already made it further than we did in this very first season, which is kind of insane. So somebody current round against Memphis now, and we are going to lose in 5. Okay, I was about to say, if we win a championship somehow, I'm going to be actually shocked, but we didn't. Memphis goes on. John Morant, finals MVP for the Memphis Grizzlies. So now we have a huge offseason ahead of us. So draft lottery, this actually should be a good lottery for us. So we have the 10th pick via the Spurs. I think it was protected though, so I don't know if we're gonna keep this pick. And I don't remember what protections were on it, but hey, we get the 10th pick. We have the 21st pick in this draft as well, and that should be nice to actually have for this offseason. So we have another big offseason ahead of us. We just made the playoffs, so let's go ahead and make another jump. So Sexton just had a great season for us, but I don't know if I want to keep Sexton long term, which is just kind of crazy to think about because he was our best player. But Memphis wants to give me 2 firsts for Kevin Love. Say less. You can take him. Brooklyn will give me 1 first and a second. I'll do that. Get rid of Kevin Love. And I might do a sign and trade with Colin Sexton, who averaged 25 points per game with us. Or we'll keep him. I'm not sure yet. I guess it kind of depends how I feel about things. So let's go ahead and see what we should be grabbing at number 10 and number 21. I guess it depends how this draft goes, if anything else. So let's go ahead and see at number 10 what we can select. So number 10, we have Brandon Miller on the board. We have Shai Odom. We have Jeremy Roach. I mean, we definitely need a guard, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Power forward, not so much. We had a lot of power forwards. So, Jarris Walker, Carson Wallace. I will take Jarris Walker here. I don't even know if those are good selections, but hopefully they were. So, Amari Bailey, number 1. And number 10, we got a 76 overall, so nothing crazy. Number 21, we got a 78 overall. So, cool. So, player option or rookie signing. Sign both of them. Player options will accept both all those guys. Qualifying offers. Colin Sexton again. Still making kind of a decision on him on what I want to do. He is a free agent. Everyone else I'm not too worried about. So point guards though, what kind of point guards do we have on the market right now? So we have Sexton, who's a young 24-year-old. Yeah, other than that, there's really nothing else. So yeah, I think it'd probably be in our best interest to keep Sexton around. So Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, D'Anthony Melton. That's cool with me. Got all that going. Kuminga, Jarris Walker, Patrick Baldwin, Jalen Smith, and James Wiseman, Drew Eubanks. So, I mean, essentially, we're kind of just rolling with what we just had. So, Sexton, you can probably come back to us. I mean, there's really nothing else we can do in this offseason. So, let's just wait for Colin Sexton to come back. And we have a $20 million trade exception, actually, which could be useful. But at the same time, I don't really know what I would want to use it on. So, let me just get Colin Sexton back. I am going to go ahead and pay him. The man just averaged 25 points per game for us. So, Colin Sexton, welcome back to the Warriors, my friend. Warriors fans, if you're actually still watching this video, you're probably pissed off at me for the trades I made, but just remember, it's 2K. But if, how would you feel if, Colin Sexton was your point guard after Stephen Curry was gone? I feel like it'd be interesting, but I mean, this team is progressing very nicely, so, I guess we can be excited about that. Of course, we're going to use these 3 training camps and run it back again and see if we can make the playoffs again. So, we almost got to the to the Western Conference Finals, believe it or not. We were 3 wins away, but still. Let's go ahead though, simulate the third season, and let's see how this is gonna go. I'm excited. End of the season, we finish up as the 3rd seed. Cade Cunningham is your MVP, but hey, this team is the 3rd seed in the West, looking good, doing it as well. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, All-Defensive second team. So Cleveland still making the playoffs with Stephen Curry, beautiful. And yeah, like I said, 3rd seed in the West for us. 24 points from Sexton, 21 from Patrick Baldwin, and 19 from James Wiseman, 14 from Kuminga. 12 for Moses Moody and Jordan Poole with 11. I do have to say though, although that trade to me on paper looked absolutely terrible when we traded Stephen Curry, I mean, at the end of the day, we got a 24 point per game score out of it. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. And we're making the playoffs still. And Baldwin out of the draft is become very good for us as well. So, I mean, this team is definitely developing well. Can we win a championship in this season? We did beat Minnesota in the first round last year. So somebody current round against Minnesota, and we are going to beat them in 5 games. So now we get to play the 7th seed of Sacramento Kings, who upset the Houston Rockets. We gave them Klay Thompson earlier, so we are playing our former Splash brother and Klay Thompson. This should be interesting. Somebody current round against Sacramento, and we sweep them. Mop the absolute floor with them. And now we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder of Shea, Trey Mann, Miles Bridges, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Paulo, Giddey, Darius Baisley, Mo Bamba, and Nate. All right, somebody current round. Really nothing to lose here. Somebody current round, and oh boy, game 7. All right, this one is in Oklahoma City. I'm going to go ahead and make sure our 8 best players are getting the most amount of minutes, and we are simcasting game 7 here in Oklahoma City here. This is going to be heartbreaking if we actually lose this. Come on, 2K. Throw me the win here. And it's not looking... Okay, yeah, we lost. Okay, 109 and 117, but hey, this team is definitely getting where we want it to be. So, the Thunder go on to win it all, but at the end of the day, this team is definitely... draft lottery could also get us something really good here this offseason as well. So, no, it will not. We don't have a lottery pick this offseason, which is a little surprising. We probably have some first. Warriors. We have the Warriors. All right, so we have 17 and 22 and 15. So we have a lot of picks in this draft. And 20. We have 4 first-round picks in this draft. Okay. Yeah, we got to do something, right? We got to do something this offseason with those picks. All right, so on draft night, I honestly don't even know who's good in this draft. We have Mikey Williams. I assume he's a beast. All right, so what do we want to do here? So I guess we have 15. Like, just look at the amount of talent we could add to this roster. 14 pick. All right, I don't really want. Honestly, I guess what I'll do here is jump in to the top 5, maybe try to anyway. So let's go ahead and go to number 5 from Miami. They don't agree. I'll give you 26. Well, don't agree, and I'll throw you this. All right, boom, just like that. We jumped into the top 5, and that should get us something interesting here. I don't know what's gonna get us, but at the end of the day, we'll take whatever falls to us. So we have Jalen Washington. We actually, you know what? We're gonna select him. Sit him in the end, and just like that. Was that worth it? I don't know. Probably not. Actually, Michael Williams was still on the board. I didn't realize that, but at the end of the day, it's all good. So. All right, so that was our big move this offseason. We're actually going to run it back, man. So same roster, same song and dance, 1 game away from the NBA Finals. I mean, I think this season we could be, feel pretty good about potentially actually making it this time. I'm going to go ahead and offer Jordan Poole his money. I know he's going to glitch. I know. So I'll have that. And this next season should be the last one because I have a prediction, have a good feeling that we are going to win it all this next year. Book it. To do with the Warriors, but I think it's kind of funny that Bronny James wins Rookie of the Year on the Los Angeles Lakers. Is LeBron still there as well? Because that would just be even more ironic, honestly. So I actually got to look at that. Is LeBron James on the Lakers? Because if he is, that's actually hilarious. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. No, he's not. Okay, that would have been absolutely funny. I wonder if he played with him at all. This might be his rookie season, actually. It is. Okay, so never mind. They probably didn't play at all. So that's actually funny, though. So we are playing the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. We did win, or we are the first in the West. 22 points from Colin Sexton, 21, 18, 16, 12. And this is the rotation, by the way. I realize I haven't showed this the last 2 years. So yeah, roster's getting really good. And here we are to see if we can win a championship. So we get to play Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. A definitely very brand new looking roster. D'Angelo Russell is the 6th man. All right, definitely very interesting. So many current round against Portland. Hopefully we don't lose to an 8th seed, and we are going to beat them in 4. All right, good. So now we get to play the Utah Jazz. We have Conley, Mitchell, Otto Porter, Bay Fall, Rudy Gobert, Christian Lander, Leitner, however you say it, Tony Bradley, Royce O'Neal, Eric Pascal, Jordan Clarkson. So many current round against Utah, and we beat them in 5. So we are dominating, and now we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. We went to 7 with them last year. Can we beat their ass this year? So many current round, and we are down 3-1. No, man, no. Come on, man. I thought this was going to be our year to win the championship. 7 current round, and we're going to lose. Damn, man. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we're not going to win a championship today with this post-Stephen Curry, team or whatever. But, hey, it was still fun. We still put together a very, very interesting-looking roster. We got to the Western Conference Finals twice. Never could win a championship, though. So, unfortunately, that's just how it ends. But thank you guys for watching. If you're a Warriors fan, please don't be too upset with this. Remember, this is just for entertainment purposes, and it was just a lot of fun today. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.